Yo, what's the deal? It's the Don, Tony Teflon, and welcome to Teflon TV. And in this episode, real quick on this channel, we are going to talk about what is the better show. Since there are a lot of superhero shows coming out all of a sudden, now we have Daredevil coming out on Netflix. We also have Iron Man, Luke Cage, I do believe, is coming out on Netflix. And we have oh, I think they're doing a Defender. So I know there's three people there. So I, mean, I don't know if it's Cloak or Dagger or anything, but I know it's doing three shows on that. They also have The Flash is new, and then we have The Arrow, and then we have Constantine coming out. So I was going to try to tackle two of these shows, and Gotham and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now I'm tackling two of these shows right now because they seem to be the two most popular, and that is Arrow and The Flash. And I'm going to give you my opinions on both of these shows and tell you what I think works about them, how far I think they will go, and what I don't, and what doesn't work. Now, if you're catching me for the first time, I'm Tony Teflon the Don. And the thing difference about me, between me and other YouTube people is I just don't give a fuck. I don't plan on meeting these people, and I really have no desire to. So I will say what I truly feel about the show. So that's what it is. You know what I mean? So hopefully they just, the truth that doesn't hurt. And if I ever did run into them, they didn't try to set on me because that dude Diggle got some big ass arms. All right, so first let's talk about Arrow, since that was the first show to debut. Now, the thing about Arrow is the whole show depends on Stephen Amell. That's the bottom line. This show is carried by him. And the first season when I watched it, I would say that the man, I mean, as an actor, as a straight actor, he's he's not the classic. He's a decent actor, more of an action star than an actor. The first season, I'll say they probably didn't know how much money they were going to make on the show, so they didn't put a lot of effort into it. And then after they seen that it became popular, they started putting a little bit more into it. But it's basically depends on Stephen Amell, and in all honesty, uh, I don't know if he can hold the weight down to keep this show going for 5 seasons, maybe four. I don't know if they'll have to recast him or put someone else in there. I think the fans wouldn't let them do that. So that is the reason why I don't think the show is going to have too great of a lifespan, because I really don't know, unless he can get better, how the acting is good. Now, the fight scenes have picked up. Now, after the first season where they did the Deathstroke thing and they brought in a lot of guys, now both series seem to have a lot of guys from Spartacus and all these other shows and bringing these guys in. Um, I kind of liked it. I kind of looked robotic-y. The first season was kind of, yeah, like Hercules and Xena to me. I really wasn't feeling it too much. The start of this third season right now, it seems to be like they're getting higher level actors into the show that are willing to do the show. The first guy who played the first villain, who's also playing the villain in the Blacklist. And that's what I mean about good actors. When you see that man take the stage on set, you put him there. This is the same guy, right, playing the villain. And when you see him next to Stephen Amell playing the villain, and you see him next to James Spader playing the villain, you see the difference in acting level. And that is the only thing the problem I see with Arrow would be Stephen Amell's acting level. Can he hold it down? Uh, as for everybody else in there, the Colton Haynes, he's a secondary character. I don't really care about him too much. Emily Beck Richardson, Felicity Smoke, that chick's got a nice ass on her. I do not mind seeing her. If she was my chick, I'd probably fatten her a little bit more, but nah, she's right. The lady who plays Laurel, she's a little skinny for me for the Teflon Don's taste. Her acting ability is all right. I do like her and her part. I've seen that she's been beefing up, so hopefully she gets some more meaningful scenes later on in the series. So I'm not going to go into what she becomes and all that stuff, but that's basically my take on Arrow. So I think Arrow is a good show. And I think it depends on Stephen Amell how far it can actually go, and that's what gives me the most worry. Just like I said before. Now listen. I will tell you straight up that I think the reason why the X-Men movies get held back is Hugh Jackman. I think he is the number one reason. I think every movie that was X-Men that he's not in is better than when he's in it. And that's my biggest issue with that. I'm sure a lot of people say that, but I'll tell you straight up. So, when I go into The Flash. Now, The Flash, I think, in all honesty, has the cast of actors that are far more superior than the cast of Arrow. I mean, Jesse L. Martin, the detective on the Detective Joe, solid actor. This guy, when you see him on screen, he commands it. Tom Cavanaugh, solid. When you see him on screen, he commands it. Even Grant Gustin, he does what he has to do for the show to move forward. He plays his part right. Candace Patterson, I really wish that they gave her something. I didn't like what I've seen of her. But they didn't really give her a lot. I got to see what they give her. But overall, I think they have better quality of actors on this show than they do on Arrow. That's why I think this show, out of all the superhero shows that are, has the chance to stay at least 6 seasons to 7 seasons, because the cast is great, and if they keep doing it the way they're doing it, the first episode to me of The Flash was better than any episode of Arrow in all of the years that they had, period. And I think it was actually better than any episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it was better than the episode of Gotham. Gotham, the first episode was good, but the second one kind of fell off. But I'm not talking about those right now. I'm talking about The Flash. I do like The Flash a lot. I think it has a lot of potential. And I think that just like I said, I think right now, this from that one episode, and I hate to judge things on one episode, but on that one episode, I would say that it is the best superhero show on TV right now. Now, it could fall off the next episode. We'll see. But if they keep doing it the way they're doing it, I really enjoyed that episode. I'm not going to review that episode, but I'm just giving you my takes on it. So, but if I really had to rank them, I would definitely say Flash way above Arrow right now. Even though Arrow's darker, and I kind of like darker shows, it's really Stephen Amell that I think could hold the whole series back, unfortunately. Unless he can go to school and get some more chops, acting chops. It just seems like his eye level is off sometimes when he's taught. I don't know. I don't know. But I like The Flash. The Flash is hot. I like Arrow. I do, but I'm just hoping that the guy gets a little bit better. We'll see this season if he's been practicing his craft. And so yeah, I definitely will go with The Flash. So thank you for tuning in to this quick episode real quick. This has been my What is Better, The Flash or The Arrow? My take is The Flash. You tell me what you think in the comments. Please subscribe if you like this. I will be doing more reviews on different shows and movies and everything else. And tell your friends about me, and thumbs up it if you like it, and put some comments on there, all right? Soon we're going to change up the set, and we're going to get everything popping soon. And new cameras and all that's coming soon. So remember, tune in to Teflon TV, and you know who it is. It's the Don, Tony Teflon, and still repping House Teflon, my Game of Thrones show. Watch that. Peace, and I'm out.